hear us now? Please
Can you hear
confirm.
us now, everyone?
Is it better?
No. I mean, is it okay? Cool. Gurvinda, thank you so much for confirming.
Liam, can you please also confirm?
Okay, guys, sorry for the wait. And
Yes, I think we're good to go now.
okay, I think we are good to go now. Let's start because we have already took a lot of time. Okay. So good afternoon, everyone. Today we are here to discussing a few good option like study option for studying in Australia, which are more in demand, and they have more career options pathway. And when we talk something like hot courses which are more in demand and having more of career pathway, we can't forget nursing and community service. So just a moment, let me share my screen. Javed करिए.
We can confirm that we can.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. My name is Seerat, and today we have Priyanka with us. And today we are discussing about course options like nursing and community service.
Now we'll share the screen.
Now
with
we'll
you.
share the screen and please confirm. So can you see our screen? Can anyone please confirm in the chat box if you can see our screen? Okay.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Myself Priyanka, and this is Seerat, as Seerat introduced us. So Seerat will now discuss about health-related courses, that is nursing and community services. So to commence with, Seerat will now give us information about nursing course, and the information will include course fees and other things that Seerat will guide us further. Seerat, please continue.
Sure. Thank you, Priyanka. Okay, so today we are discussing a few more options like the course information, their fees and scholarship available, the course requirement and their skill assessment, a bit information for the skill assessment requirements and all, and the career opportunities. And later we can take the questions at the end of the webinar.
So Seerat, now as you informed us that what things we'll cover in this webinar and what information we can provide to the students regarding course and fees. So moving on further, could you please give us course options in nursing?
Yes, Priyanka, why not? As we all know, this is a more demanding and growing industry in Australia, and there are numerous career options available for the qualified nurses. Where there are a few options for nursing program. One is diploma of nursing, and then we come with the higher education, where bachelor's and masters are options for the higher education courses. Moving on to the next one.
So Seerat, please continue about the courses further.
Okay, so as I said, first we have diploma of nursing, and then we got bachelor's and master's. So let's talk about in detail for the diploma courses first. The duration for the course is 18 months and 12, like 2 years to 18 months, depends on the different provider, because some got options for like 18 months course and some have 2 years as well. So now the requirement for this course for the eligibility criteria is year 12 and equivalent. And the IELTS band score for nursing is mandatory 7 each and overall. So if someone don't have this score, they are basically not eligible to apply the course option is in diploma of nursing. And the fees for this course is around, I'll just give you roughly idea, it's around 22,000 to 25,000 for the full course. And yes, of course, if for example, as we know, nursing have a very few intakes available for each the providers. Basically, when it comes to Sydney and Melbourne and Adelaide, because these are the most demanding state to study nursing, and more students are looking career opportunities for these options. Now, so we can package this program with the short program like certificates in pathology, disability, and age cares or individual support courses, but where the duration for those courses is 6 to 8 months, and further there is a pathway for diploma
Okay.
of nursing. And student can also get some credits for whatever programs or units they have completed in this short program. They can get credit for the diploma of nursing further.
Okay.
Now, there are a few options providers we have for this course. And after successfully completion of this diploma of nursing program, students can be eligible to get the skill assessment as an enrolled nurse. They can't be registered nurse, but they can be enrolled nurses. Okay.
Okay, Seerat, I have one more question. Like,
Mm-hmm.
if anybody, any student can't score 7 each in
Mm-hmm.
one attempt, so they have any other option that they can consider so that they can enroll in this course?
Priyanka, good questions. First of all, of course, this is always we got these questions while in consultations that we don't have 70 score, but we students are actually want to study nursing. Then there is one exception. They can combine two scorecard, and this is the option only available for nursing students. But where not all the providers accept this, where when we combine two scorecard, what I mean is we need to have two scorecard where each band score we need 6.5 and overall needs to be 7 in both scorecard. For
Okay.
example, if one student scored 7 each in speaking, for example, 7 in speaking and listening in one, and then
Okay.
another two modules need to be covered in the second one,
Hmm.
not less than 6.5, but overall should be 7 in both scorecard. Okay, is it
Okay.
clear?
That's great. That's, I think, useful for many students because they can't score in one attempt. So this will be a good thumbs up for them, and they can consider taking two attempts and they can enroll in diploma of nursing.
That's right.
That's great.
So moving on, this is what we discussed for diploma of nursing. Let's talk about bit for higher education. Okay, so in higher education courses, we have bachelor's and master's available for nursing students. We got 3 years of bachelor's and 2 years of master's program. The fees for nursing each semester doesn't matter if it's a bachelor's or a master's, but fees for each semester would be 13,000 to 15,000 somewhere. Students can also get some scholarship, but still the fees won't be much difference. It would be maybe 12 and a half or 13,000 or something or above for each semester. Same for applies for bachelor's and masters. Now the again the English requirement is 7 each and overall. And when it comes to bachelor's or masters in nursing, a very few providers accept the combined scorecard. But yes, the same options they have these exceptions here as well that they can
Okay.
get two scorecards.
Same for this, like higher ed as well, like same as for diploma.
Exactly.
Okay.
So
Okay.
bachelor's, any student who has completed successfully year 12, they can get admission. But for masters, we need to have a successfully completed bachelor's degree. Doesn't matter which field it is, but it should be bachelor's. Is it all clear for higher education?
Yes.
Do you have any question?
Not for this one.
Cool.
That's all clear for me, and I think for many students. And I think they'll get clear and more detailed information regarding to this course.
Thank you. Okay.
So, Seerat, now like we were aware about the diploma and for the higher ed courses, but also is there any pathway for students when they complete their nursing course from overseas? So, is there any pathway for them so that they can make themselves eligible to enroll in nursing?
Okay. Just a moment.
Carry on. I'll do it.
Okay, guys, sorry for that. Already. So there are students, yes, there are students as well who might have completed their bachelor's or their master's from back in their home country, and they maybe don't want to study again 2 to 3 years of another program for getting their skill assessment or anything for nursing program. Now, yes, those students have an option available, which we call graduate entry program for nursing students. The duration for this program is 1 year, and the requirement is successfully completed the bachelor's or master's nursing overseas with the
Okay.
1 year of experience. That's must. So they need to have
Okay.
1 year of experience as well.
Okay.
The
All good.
fees for this full program would be somewhere around 33,000 to 34,000 for the full year, because this is a program just for a year. The English requirement again is that 7 each and overall.
Okay.
And the providers are like Deakin University, Madoc, and there are few more options education provider we have for this program. And once they successfully completed this program, they can get their skill assessment as a registered nurse. Okay. And also, sorry, I forgot to mention the bachelor's and master's completed students for nursing, they also get their skill assessment as a registered nurse.
So I think this will be very useful for students who have completed their nursing from overseas and
Yep,
they can use their qualification here in Australia and make
that's right.
themselves eligible towards the PR pathway.
Of course, they don't need to spend basically 3 to 4 years again for their qualification. They just complete 1 year, and then they'll be eligible for a registered nurse.
That's great.
Okay. So let's talk about bit for a skill assessment and the career options core outcome basically. So as I said, higher education students can be get their skill assessment as a registered nurse. They would be eligible to working as a registered nurse, and diploma of nursing successfully completed. They can get their skill assessment as an enrolled nurse. Okay.
I think, Seerat, that was very useful and productive information that you gave us on nursing course regarding covering all the topics basically regarding diploma, bachelor's, master's, and also it was the information for the students who have done their nursing from overseas.
Mhm.
So I think this will be very useful for the students, and I think whosoever student, if they want any detailed information and any like professional or migration advice further in this course, I
Yes.
think they can yes come
Of
to
course,
us.
if someone wants detailed information and wants some migration guidelines, like advice or anything for the course information, they can contact us. We have a team of like very good professionals in migration agent and education counselor. So you do come and visit us for the detailed information if someone interested to get admission in nursing.
That's
Okay.
great.
Let's now moving on to the second option, which is community service. And for this, I'll ask Priyanka to take over to give us a detailed information for community service program. Let's discuss another this whole program for community service.
Thank you so much, Seerat, for first of all providing this like useful information about this nursing course, as I told earlier as well. And so now moving on to next is another health-related course, that is community services, which has good PR prospects and has career benefits, and it also involves future pathway in this course, and which is easily, if I would say, chosen by students and is flexible in terms of money as well, basically. So community services, as we all know, it is a vast growing industry within Australia,
Yep.
and it also attracts many students because it is related to the health of the Australians here. The community services, it includes like providing the support and assistance for the community, public housing, and welfare of the public. Community services, it also includes creating service programs and providing individual support to the citizens here or students. It can cover any age groups starting from 18, 20, and even beyond 50.
That's
It
nice.
it also supports family functioning, like whosoever is facing any trouble in the family. So this course provide assistance to those people as well.
That's good. So Priyanka, can you give us a bit more information, like detailed information for the courses available for students who are willing to study maybe community service?
Sure, Seerat. So moving on to next, like there are few options in community services. So starting with first one is the Diploma of Community Services, which has a duration of 2 years. Same like Diploma of Nursing, the academic requirement is year 12 or equivalent. Or
Okay, I just got one question here.
that's all right.
So is as you mentioned, it's 16 units. So it's covered with the placements as well, or 16 units ahead, just apart from the.
Yes, this course covers 16 units, and that course, this will basically include the placement hours that are 400 and that are required to be completed from two separate workplaces. Also, the entry requirement for English entry requirement for this is IELTS overall 5.5 and 5 each and equivalent. Also, for especially this course, Diploma of Community Services, we have upcoming intakes in April and July 2023. There are many providers of Diploma of Community Services, but I'll just mention few of them because there is a list of the providers. So some of them are ANIBT, SEEI, Homeland Institute. This whole 2-year program has a fees ranging between 90,000 to 20,000. So students can choose accordingly the course as per their requirement, in which state they want to do, in which provider they want to do, so that the course that they do is accredited.
Okay, I'll just need to take one question here.
Yes, Seerat.
Kunal, which you're asking for the intake for nursing or for community service? Nursing. Well, that depends, because as we know, nursing is a very hot program, and many students and application we do have already for this coming intake. Now it's very hard to get this particular intake basically, because the next intake would be most probably in 2024 now, not in 2023, but we can still try if the student is eligible, not for this one, maybe for the next one. But yeah, you just contact us if you need more information for this particular intake. Thank you. Okay, guys.
Yes, so moving on to next one. Yes, so I told you one option, Seerat, of community services course. So another option that is related to higher education is Bachelor of Community Services. This course has a duration of 3 years. Same like diploma, the academic entry requirement is year 12 or equivalent. For English requirement, the IELTS, the required score is overall 6.0 and 5.5 each or equivalent. In regards to the Diploma of Community Services, Bachelor of Community Services covers 24 units. Same like diploma, it also includes 400 hours that are required for the placements and should be from two separate workplaces. So the combined hours should be 400. For especially this Bachelor of Community Services, the upcoming intakes are for this year are May, June, and September. There are many providers, but few of them are Acknowledge Education, Torrents, SCEI, and few more. Also, there is a flexibility of credit transfer. Students can get credit transfer of this course if they have completed their any prior tertiary studies. Basically, if they have studied any units that they can get credit of in this bachelor, then they'll be eligible for that. The fees approximately for this complete whole duration is between $55,000 to $60,000. So student can accordingly choose this course, and this will be a great course for them and will be a good pathway.
Just one question here.
Yes,
this
Seerat?
fees is for the year or for the full course?
It's for the full course. Seerat.
Oh, that's good. For the full 3 years of course would be 60.
Yes, it will be ranging between this price.
Alrighty. So Priyanka, can you just give us a bit more career opportunity options available after successfully completion of this course, bachelor's or diploma?
Bachelor's or diploma. Sure, Seerat. On completion of our program, like when student complete his course, like Diploma of Community Services or either Bachelor of Community Services, so he'll be having many options, but some of them are like community worker, community health worker, youth worker, child welfare officer, case support worker, and many more. So it will be many options for students that he can choose to work, and he can make his career in this field.
That's good.
Yes. So coming on to next, when student complete his course of community services, he just have to make sure of some things that are very important, that from wherever he study, that course must be accredited. Means that course, if it is not accredited, there are some problems that students sometimes face in the skill assessment. So they just make sure that that course must be accredited. And the assessing authority for community workers is ACWA, which assess all the course of the student. To talk about the skill assessment, when student complete his course for skill assessment, they require English, and that requires score of 7 in IELTS or any equivalent, that is PTE. They can consider 65 as well. It's overall in each. Also, like as we talked in diploma of nursing, there was one exception in English. So same as in skill assessment of community services. But for this exception, it's only for IELTS. Multiple tests are accepted by the authority, ACWA, but that result should be within 3 years. So that will be a good benefit for the students so that they can get score of 7.
But that's just for IELTS, not for PT.
No, that's only for IELTS. And also, like if any, like we were talking, obviously students must choose course which must be accredited. But if any student do any course which is not accredited, then they require experience of 1 year. And obviously, in terms, if it is not accredited, though, for that more detailed information, they can just consult with migration agent, like how they can make themselves eligible towards any skilled visa so that they can use this qualification and make themselves eligible for that pathway.
Thank you so much, Priyanka, for this detailed information about the community service courses. And she highlighted, we just need to make sure whenever you go for any consultation or you want to take an admission for those courses, just make sure you ask your agent or your consultant that if the course is accredited or not. Because if it's not, you will be have some problem in future, and yeah, it will be a hassle for you in further.
That's all good.
Yep.
Yes. So as we briefed about the information about the health related courses that were nursing and community services, I think we have covered few and the basic points so that every student will be aware of like what requirements they have to meet, how much English they need, how much will be the fee structure, so that at least students can choose accordingly what course they can choose and how much they have to score so that they can plan things accordingly. In the end, the thing comes up why you choose us so that we can be your counselor, we can be your agent, migration agent. The reason is that if you choose us, so you'll get professional advice because we have professional migration agents that will provide quality services to the students and they give proper time so that students can choose accordingly and make themselves path to the right guidance. Thirdly is whatever you choose from us, you have to just make sure that we basically make sure that whatever you choose, it should be accredited so that student doesn't face any problem.
Yeah, in future
When they complete their course.
Yeah. Okay, guys. I think we have sum up everything in detail, but it's still there is something you are just missing, left out or something, or you want some more details on that. Just feel free to contact us, and you can visit us in our office, and you can call us, book your appointment. You can send us an email as well. We are more than happy to assist you all while there. So thank you so much. And yep, if you guys have any question, just feel free to ask. Otherwise, we'll just
Wrap it
finish
up.
it up.
I think Seerat, it was very useful information that we have provided to the students, and students can consider this thing and they can choose accordingly. It will be a good one.
Thank you so much, everyone.
I think all questions
Have a
have
good
been
day.
cleared. We can just check once and then yes, we can wrap it up.